What's the funniest way a bet has ever backfired against one of your friends? It all started at lunch when this new kid, Bryce, sat down at our table and announced, completely unprompted, "I'm one of the best Minecraft players in the world. Not decent, not amazing, but literally the best." Everyone just kind of looked at each other. You could see the eye rolls. So I laughed and said, "All right, $100 says I can beat you at anything." Bryce smirked. "Deal." And that's where it should have ended. We were just two idiots arguing over a block game. But within a day, it exploded. Someone told someone, who told everyone, and suddenly there was a whole Discord server called the Minecraft Showdown. My DMs were blowing up like I just signed an esports contract. And at that point, I was ready to win. By the end of the week, we had commentators, a referee, and kids making brackets like it was the Super Bowl. Even our teachers knew about it with how much our friends were talking. When game day finally came, the server was packed. Our entire friend group was watching, plus a ton of random people from our school. The voice chat was so chaotic that I could barely hear myself think. Round 1 started, and it was PvP. You'd think with how much Bryce hyped it up, he'd be talking, but this kid was literally muted so he could lock in. The fight started, and 10 seconds later, he's dead. Didn't even land a hit. The entire Discord erupts. Someone plays dramatic orchestra music. Another kid's chanting, saying, "I'm going to win." Bryce blames lag. My sword didn't swing. Sure, man. Round 2, speed run. We spawn in a new world. I'm already punching trees and crafting tools before he finishes adjusting his mouse sensitivity. By the time he finds his first cave, I'm in the nether. And as I get my blaze rod, he dies to a slime. What? The chat's crying with laughter. One guy says, "Bro didn't even make it past the tutorial." At this point, I technically already won, but just for fun, we did parkour. It was his last chance to salvage some dignity. But on the first jump, he walks straight off the edge. Doesn't even press spacebar. Just falls into the void like gravity personally invited him. The Discord call's going insane. People spamming everywhere. People screaming, "Delete the game." It was pure chaos. Bryce just sits there, mic muted, camera off. I can feel the shame radiating through the screen. Then, without a word, he leaves the call, leaves the server, just gone. Next day at school, he didn't show up. Day after that, still no Bryce. A full week passes. The legend of the best player in the world is gone. Then, the following Monday, he finally shows up, walks into the cafeteria like nothing happened. Whole table goes silent. I look up from my lunch. "You gonna finish that bet?" He sighs, pulls a folded up $150 from his pocket, and slides it across the table. "100 for the bet," he says, "and 50 for you to never talk about this again." I grinned. He just nods and admits, "I deleted Minecraft." We all start dying laughing. If I was in his situation, I'd probably move school.